Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, and Hashim, and govern on us to be apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to the Lord, elect to the house of David. And Yahweh Shai brought the thumbs, those pushing the shoes on the four corners of the earth, to secure the truth. Romans 11 and 1. They say that. I say then, hath the Most High, like missing in transit. I say then, hath the Most High cast away his people? Said the Most High forbid. So the Most High haven't cast away his people. He haven't opened it up to where he's not dealing with Israel and allowing the heathen to partake in the covenant, in the promises, which Yahweh Shai made with our forefathers and Israel, you know. So the Lord have not cast away his people, except for the Most High forbid. It says, for I am an Israelite, for I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin. So Paul, who used to be Saul, was a part of, he's a part of Benjamin, man. Was a part of the nation of Israel, man. They said, the Most High have not cast away his people, which he foreknew. He have not cast away his people, man. Because he said in the last days that we was gonna return back into our heritage, man. In the land of our captivity. He said we was gonna wake up. He said we was gonna call upon the name of Yahweh Shai. You know? You know? He said we was gonna return back to who we once were. Well, not that we were never them again, but we was called, and we was called bywords, and we was calling ourselves these bywords. But now in the land of our captivity, we know who we are again, man. And that's because Yahweh Shai put the Spirit upon the apostles, you know, and their apostles to let us know who we are, you know. It says, woe ye not, what ye not, what the scripture said of Elias. It says how he made intercession to the Most High against Israel, saying, Lord, they have killed thy prophets and digged down thine altars, and I am left alone, and they seek my life. But what said the answer of the Most High to him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men. It's going to a perfect number of men, man. You know? The perfect number of men. 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. You know? The elect men. The 144,000. The scripture called virgins, man. You know? It says who have not bowed down the knee to Baal, and again, not in the sense of virgin as not had sex with a woman, but in the sense of a virgin who don't follow after these other powers, these other non-powers, these false fucking idols, man. These idols, these false gods. It said, verse 5, even so then at this present time also there is a remnant according to the election of grace, starting with 144,000. It says, and if by grace then is it no more of works, otherwise grace is no more grace. But if it be of works, then is no more grace. Otherwise work is no more work. What then Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for? But the election have obtained it. We have obtained what it takes and the knowledge of what it takes to get into the kingdom of heaven. You know? To find favor, Lord willing, in the eyes of Yahweh Shai, whether the scriptures say the election have obtained it. and the rest were blinded. So the Lord is sealing his elect. As Apostle Hunt saying, he believes the elect are already sealed, man. That means if the elect is already sealed, that means the election have already obtained it, man. And the rest were blinded. It says, according to as it is written, the Most High hath given them spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear until this day. Until today. Until 2023, what is it, July the 4th, man. You know? Up until this day, because there is a non-elect. There is a non-elect. Because if there wasn't a non-elect, on this side, we would already have the kingdom of heaven. We would already be in the kingdom of heaven. We would be already under the new covenant. The new covenant would already be fully established if all of Israel had it, man. If all of Israel have obtained what they seek for, which would be profitable to their souls right now. You know? We will already be fully established under the new covenant. But by being that there are a non-elect, that means that the new covenant hasn't been fully established. You know? That means that there are going to be a separation of who the Most High has favor upon and delivers versus whom he is going to destroy. And here in Babylon the Great, there lies 2/3 that will be destroyed. And you have the non-elect in the other parts of the earth. This is Zechariah chapter 13 and verse 8. And it reads, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, which is Babylon the Great, saith the Lord, Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. So the Lord is going to cast out 2/3 away from himself here in Babylon the Great. But that 1/3, that remnant, he's going to keep unto himself. He's going to deliver. And it says, and I will bring the third part through the fire, and that third part is being brought through the fire, that spiritual fire right now. You know? There was trials and different the different trials Yahweh Shemel Shai is bringing upon his people. The different chastening Yahweh Shemel Shai is bringing upon his favorable, those who he has favor upon. You know? It says, and then we will physically be brought through that fire when the 2/3 are going to be left in this fire. It says, and I will try them, and will find them as silver refined, and I will try them as gold is tried. And they shall call upon my name, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Salvation is given under no other name. And I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahweh is my power. So the Lord is only dealing with his elect, which he's going to gather from the 4 winds of the earth upon his return. This is the book of Matthew 28. Just a few scriptures. Matthew 28. Matthew 24. We're going to get around the 28th verse. So. Is it the 24th verse? I'm in the wrong chapter. Okay, here, verse 24 and verse. look over it. we can go right here to we can go to 22. It said, and except those days be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So for the sake of the elect, these days and these times are going to be shortened, man. But Shmuel Shai is cutting Esau's rulership. He's cutting the times down, man. You know? Okay, here it is. Let's start up at let's read right here at 27, 24 and 27. It says, for the lightning coming out from the east and shining even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For wheresoever the carcass is, there will be eagles there will the eagles be gathered together. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. The powers of the heavens shall be shaken, man, upon the coming of the day of the Lord, man. Going into those ICBM missions, man. You know? It said, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in the heaven, and then shall all tribes mourn, all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the cloud with great power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great trumpet, great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four corners, from the four winds of the earth, from one end of heaven to the other. The Lord is going to gather his elect, because you have the elect of the nation of Israel scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. You know, so it only makes sense that from the four winds of the earth, he's going to gather his elect. Why? Because Israel was scattered. This don't mean that all nations are going to partake in salvation, because all these nations had a chance to rule. You know, after Esau's rulership, it's Yasharalah's time, man. It's Israel's time, and it's going to be forever. You know? It's going to be forever. But Lord willing, I hope you were edified. Once again, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakotas, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hope of the elect. Wah, Abba, Shalom.